Excellent. Well, I'm here with Rebecca Blackstone.
Hey,
hello.
Hello.
And this is our Red Dwarf Dave Weekly special. We're calling it a Dwarf Cast.
Love it.
Other people have used that name, but not on camera. So we're okay. It's original for those purposes. Exactly.
Brilliant.
That's the face that I made too. Yeah.
It is a good face.
It's a good face. Well done.
Thanks.
So I guess you obviously are now a part of this amazing TV show, which extends far beyond the reaches of just a TV show. How much were you aware of Red Dwarf, the entity, what it meant to people?
I think it wasn't until I was on board with it that I kind of realized what it was.
I like the use of on board as well there, by the way. That's
board.
nice.
Oh,
That's nice.
Didn't even know. Brilliant. Amazing. So I think when I got on board, I started to really understand what the culture of kind of Red Dwarf was, but prior to that I definitely knew about it. I was kind of new to it though when I, auditioned and whatnot. So.
Greetings, gentlemen. My name is Pree, and I will be your new ship computer. I have many functions, including predictive behavior technology.
Predictive what?
Like predictive text on a cell phone, predictive behavior technology anticipates your actions based on past behavior and performs the rest of the action for you.
How's she able to do that?
So you play Pree, who is a computer, and sort of in the hallowed tradition of Red Dwarf now, from the very beginnings, they've always had a sort of a disembodied head computer. How did it feel to be following in the footsteps, or should I say face steps, of the likes of Norman Lovett and Hattie Hayridge, really well-known and well-loved characters in their own right?
I think when I started to really research Red Dwarf and the computers, I got really terrified, so I tried to not get too bogged down with what had come before and tried to think, because she is such a different version of a computer, so I think I kind of thought of it like just a separate entity, because I didn't want to walk on set and just suddenly, tense up with fear.
I already anticipated you'd ask me that question, Arnold, and I've repaired all the faults on B-Deck already. There is now a 98% probability you will discuss my potential for changing your lives and reach the conclusion that you're looking forward to seeing me in action. You now no longer need to have this conversation and can do something else.
Did you have to think, I'm a computer, I've got to be thinking like how does a computer think? Because, I mean, thinking of other examples, you've got HAL 900 from 2001: A Space Odyssey, who's like this psychotic computer, but also tries to lure you in as a kind of friend as well. So was it those kind of models that you were basing her on?
I think she was so well written that it was kind of underlying in just kind of when I picked it up, that's what I just read it and I was just doing it, and that's just kind of what came out, that kind of edge to her. But I think probably with the makeup and everything else that gave her a sensuality, but I don't think I intentionally was trying to be like alluring, and if I was, that's awesome. But I think I don't know.
So sexy and you don't know it. That's
I mean,
remix.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sexy and I don't know it. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. No, it's great that you said that. But I just, in terms of you were talking about thinking like a computer, what was nice was with a computer you don't really need to think, if that makes sense, because they just kind of do it. If you were to embody a computer, if you're like at your Mac or your whatever and you're like, oh, I wonder what it's doing. There's not too much thought, I suppose. It's just programmed. Right?
Put on Victory South for me, will you? A fascinating drama series about the American Civil War where the South win. Loved Series 1, really looking forward to Series 2.
I deleted all 24 episodes earlier this morning, Arnold.
What?
I watched them all yesterday and you didn't enjoy them.
So when you're kind of on set then, you're portraying a computer, which is kind of, in terms of what we see in the finished product of Red Dwarf, you weren't there in the computer screen, you're acting elsewhere. So how does it work with your interaction with the cast when you're speaking to them and acting?
It's pretty surreal because they had me kind of off in my own little area, and then you're surrounded by blacks behind you, and then there's the camera kind of like right close up, and then light that kind of shines in your eyes, and then over a little ways away. So the action,
that's a little way away. How is a long way away?
Yeah. But it's just far away, and then you just kind of have to listen for what they're saying, and then you kind of react like that. Or for some of the pre-recorded stuff, like Bobby and Chris and stuff would be standing right there and just doing it off. So I just kind of was looking straight ahead, and they were over there somewhere. So for the live thing, they had a speaker.
Ah.
Yeah, so that
was that
helped.
A bit of feedback that you gave me first?
But yeah, you know.
Has there been any kind of reaction, sort of overly positive from France? Have you had any sort of declarations, shall we say?
No. I did have some people ask me, on Twitter whether I actually had the measurements to live up to my description.
Yeah, because Pree is kind of specifically designed to a certain spec, isn't she?
Certain specifications, so I have had people ask that, and I have not responded.
And I get the feeling you're not going to be drawn on it now either. That's absolutely fine. A crafty raise of the eyebrows is all that's needed.